am surviving vegan, man, has come a long way. 2 years.
I can't believe it.
Strong.
3 years almost.
Almost 3 years.
Yes.
And we have made it to this point.
Yes.
It's a beautiful thing, ain't it?
It's a beautiful thing. I'm completely always going to forever be grateful to know that I am a divine person and I can just manifest stuff.
Listen, manifestation is real.
Manifestation is real.
Man, I never knew what I was missing out on.
What? We was out there grinding and stumping the ground, the pavement, trying to beat ourselves over the head to figure out life. And it was within us the whole time.
All the time, baby. It's in y'all too.
Definitely. It's in you. It's in y'all as well, family. I hope you know that. And I desire for everybody to have that for themselves in life. Truly. But we had the first podcast, our first episode. Today's date is what? March 14th?
March.
What's today's date?
It's not
No,
March 14th.
that was Friday. I'm 3 days off. It's March 16th. March. I had to look.
Listen,
March
she been in the lab.
Yes, I have not.
Corona pack.
Exactly.
And she don't know what today is. Yesterday.
I thought it was Sunday when I woke up.
Yeah, so don't.
I've been studying that Corona. My mind only know Corona right now. It's March 16th, 2020,
and that's our topic for the day. Corona.
Exactly.
This coronavirus. This Rona.
This Rona.
This Ronavirus.
This Roro. This Coronavirus. It's something. It was scary in the beginning for me, but as I said, research.
I'm sorry. Did you introduce yourself?
They know me.
No, we gotta introduce ourselves.
You gonna have to edit that.
I'm surviving vegan Grizzy the King.
And I'm Orisha Oshun. I am surviving vegan on Instagram.
No,
y'all already knew that.
Edit. It's the first one, y'all. We don't edit though.
We don't edit. You keep up. They gonna be like, they crazy. But anyway.
But go ahead, back to it.
Okay, so the Rona. So that Rona is not something to be playing around with if you don't know what you're doing. When I say playing around with it, for myself personally, if I didn't know how to research and find out how things affect the body, you ain't got to know everything, but just to know how things affect your body is very liberating and can help you make informed decisions.
I mean, I think that's across the board for anything.
Okay.
You have to be knowledgeable in every aspect of your life to, succeed, to have understanding, to feel comfortable. When you don't understand something, how can you feel comfortable? So, to all the family out there, it's like, I know you're in the uproar because y'all not comfortable. Y'all don't know what's going on. So that's what we've been working hard to do. Find out
information.
Yeah,
yes.
Bring that information
to the
bring
people. Bring that. Hey, bring that. I got that coronavirus.
Now that part we gonna edit, y'all. We gonna edit that right there. That's a blooper.
The Rona.
No,
we not, because people are really out here dying.
No, yeah, man. What can I say, man? It's just it's a sickening thing in my opinion. Like we don't like that these people, mad scientists, are creating these things in these labs, putting this stuff out, killing us off like this, man. It's sickening, But we have to, as a community, be ready to defend ourselves by any means necessary. And that is number one, taking care of your health, yo. You got to take care of your health.
Yes.
See, we're on the prevention side. We're not on the, we get it, we got to hurry and figure out how to get it out, or taking medicines to get rid of. No, we're on the side of preventing anything and any illness from attacking our immune system. Why? Because our immune system is strong. And you have to build a strong immune system. You got to think about it. Just like I was telling the goddess the other day, it's just like a football team. You have offense and a defense. Within you have to build your defense. If you don't have a defense, your offense ain't nothing. So in our bodies, our defense is our immune system. And if when we're constantly feeding ourselves junk food, processed flour, sugars all day, all type of toxins, So
fake food.
Food.
I do a lot of eye readings and talk to a lot of people, and probably 85% of the readings that I do, it's a lot of waste congested in the body. And the waste comes from eating foods that are not real. Like even if you go and eat an M&M and it's blue, that blue coloring is not real. That's artificial, and anything foreign is foreign to the body, so it becomes waste and it gets into the blood, and that's why some people have high blood pressure.
And once you got to always remember that the more processed the food is, the worse it is to your body, and most of the food we eat is like fully processed. So that's not a whole food anymore. That's not a real substance that your body recognizes when it comes in. So it's just junk. It's waste. They go out to the vegans too. Now y'all eating all this vegan junk, this vegan processed food.
I kind of fall in that category a little bit.
We all fall into it. We are changing. That's
we
why.
are. And it's about your relationship to the food too.
It's we're transparent. You'll never look at us and be like, oh my God, they are so perfect, because we're not perfect.
You're gonna be let down every time.
We walk in our perfection. Now, don't get me wrong. We walk into that every day. But we're not perfect. And I need the people to understand that we're growing, we're building, and that's why we, on top of all the information, that's why we're able to give it to you from a realistic standpoint.
Exactly, and how you can implement this into your life. Because all you hear is COVID-19. That sounds like some robot coming and infecting you, and now people dying. You can't think clearly when you're traumatized. So somebody in the community have to be the logical person to go and spend that time and do the research and put it out to the people. And let them educate themselves, be a starting point for research, whatever it may be.
So let's get into it. What is this? And this is the goddess who sat down and did 80 hours of studying straight, almost straight.
Most of that was straight.
That's a baby on one side, and the studying of the coronavirus on the other side. Tell us what this is and where did it come from? How is it? What else going on?
Okay, so the coronavirus is a family of viruses that are about 800 years old. They're not new. Most of the strands are in animals, bats, camels, chickens, like at stables or places that house those type of live cattle and things like that. That's a known virus that they get.
Okay.
Right, so it's not new, and it's been in a human population for probably, I think the first one was isolated in 1937, I believe, or 31, something like that. It was isolated in 1931, but that wasn't the first appearance, but it was isolated for studying.
So this is the coronavirus strand.
The coronavirus strand. It's a family of viruses.
It's a family. So it was introduced to the public.
Well, they cannot say for sure how it was transmission between the animals and the humans, but they believe it could be through large droplets.
Droplets? What do you mean when
like
you say
saliva?
Droplets? On some real, now, we don't mingle with animals. Now, for the people who out there mingling with animals, y'all bringing these diseases back. It's true. These people mingle with animals. You can't be doing that, because the animal is an animal, a human is a human. It's certain things.
Yeah, I don't think you should mingle with a cattle. Like, I don't think you should.
Yeah, and
But people, that's not the only way though. I mean, they still have to, do and herd the cattle and stuff. So it can be transmitted that way too. Okay. And another way this one is transmitted as well was through feces. So, but that was very low in studies. It was very low.
But see, we don't see. I guess I'm going all the way. I'm going a little further back to real research and real studying. So I know a little more history on mingling with animals. I guess that's
bestiality and all that.
Bestiality and things of that nature. And that's
so that's where you go into the.
It's been going on.
Now the coronavirus is a rampant virus in bats, and we have seen the video of the women eating bats. Does that mean that's where this coronavirus strain originated? That does not mean that, but this is a coronavirus that is very well known in the bat community. The bat community.
The bat community. Batman. We know that you got corona in your family.
But so coronavirus strand that we have today causes novel coronavirus disease.
Novel coronavirus.
Novel coronavirus disease.
And that's what we have today.
That's the disease that the disease name is SARS coronavirus 2. That's the name of the virus, not disease. Sorry, the disease that novel SARS coronavirus 2 causes is novel coronavirus disease.
So is that like a symptom?
Yes, it's a symptom.
Okay, so you have the SARS
coronavirus 2,
and the symptom is
novel coronavirus disease.
Okay.
And that's what everybody's talking about in COVID 2019 or COVID.
So this is the code name of 2019. That's the code name.
Right. That's the code name for the symptoms. So when the virus infects the cell, what's going on is it's hijacking the cell, and it's like overpowering the cell, and the cell basically disintegrates.
Okay.
And that's how more of the virus can get released into the body.
Is it any other? I've heard talks about the actual virus being genetically modified with HIV or something like that. Is that of any truth, or
well, of course, if that's true, there will be no studies. I will be able to read on it.
Okay.
But studying the now you can go in depth and you can look, which is what I did, but I didn't do a vast study to be able to give my educated opinion on it. But what you do find is it's a viral disease. The thing about HIV is very aggressive because it can go from RNA sequence to a DNA sequence.
Mm-hmm.
So within the body, we have RNA sequences and we have DNA sequences.
Okay.
Right? The coronavirus is an RNA sequence. The RNA sequence can easily be disrupted with alkalinity. But when something go from RNA to DNA is kind of like...
It's strong.
Yeah, it's like a foundation.
It's
right?
you.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows what DNA is. DNA is who you are.
The genome, right.
Yeah, so that's crazy. Like HIV can turn into your DNA,
it turns into a DNA strand.
A DNA strand. So it's literally like...
A DNA strand. Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking at the visual.
And the way that it, that also... infects the cells and changes the cells.
Exactly. So it changes your structure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now with the coronavirus, with SARS coronavirus 2, what we have happening why people are dying is because the pneumonia is leading to severe respiratory disease, which is like the end stage of lung disease. That's the end stage of lung disease.
A symptom of the coronavirus, what is the actual name you said?
The novel coronavirus disease.
Okay, so a symptom of that is pneumonia.
Yes.
Okay,
that's one of the signs that you have more of a moderate to severe.
So let's go down it again. We got the SARS
coronavirus from 2003.
Okay.
Then we have the SARS coronavirus 2, which is from the virus from 2019.
Okay.
And then the complication is novel coronavirus disease.
And then the symptom of that is
pneumonia, and which leads to can lead to advanced stage.
Because I definitely heard people say upper respiratory. That's one of the main things.
So it's on the lungs, we have these little sacs known as the air sacs. It's called scientifically known as alveoli, but they're little sacs in the lungs that control the exchange of gas between the oxygen coming in and through the blood. All right. So what the coronavirus does, so that is all we know ran by cells, the communication, the nervous system telling the body to do XYZ. The coronavirus destroys the cells so that communication between the cell and the action is lost. So what's happened, let me put it this way, the body then doesn't realize that it should not be fluid in the lungs, and we have edema of the lungs. Okay, and the cells are dying, and the water is moving from the cells to the lungs.
So pneumonia is water buildup in the lungs.
Right.
Okay.
Water buildup, mucus buildup
in the lungs.
Yeah, so the person drowns.
So it shuts off the receptors, and it's not able to fend itself anymore. It's not able to recognize
It's not control. Those cells, the ACE2 receptors are also responsible for controlling the fluid levels in the lungs. Okay. So once those are dying, then you have the unbalance.
Understand.
Now the rate of recovery is important as well, meaning how fast you can recover. That's why you were talking about building the immune system.
Correct.
So the body notices that there's some type of pathogen in the body. Okay. All right. So building the immunity. The next thing, once the virus does get into the body, if it does try to infect the cell, you have to try to stop the way it connects and communicate with the cell. Okay, and
in the sense of how are we defending ourselves from getting this? Like I say, we got to build the immune system.
Yeah, we can build the immune system, right?
And that is what process? In my opinion, that's filling your body with greens, alkalinity,
So
chlorophyll.
Exactly. Knowing that the virus as well uses a protein that is acid dependent, there's hypothetically speaking a chance that you can disrupt the living environments of the cell.
Okay, so let's get into that. Now you
Or
say
the virus.
that protein is acidic.
Acid dependent, right?
Acid dependent. So what that means to the people is that you have alkaline, you have acidic. Within your body, it should be a balance of alkalinity and what is it? Acidity. And you have certain portions of your body that what is it? They live off of acid. Like for instance, your stomach, your gut needs acid to break down the food. So if you turn your body into a just alkaline environment, then your stomach is not going to work properly. So we have to understand that what this acidic versus alkalinity really
actually
is.
means, right? There needs to be a balance. Whenever there's a prolonged period of imbalance, whether it's acid or alkaline, it can cause problems. But we're increasing the alkalinity to help the body respond faster to an attack. In essence, do I believe that? With me saying that's actual fact, I cannot say that because of the studies. Now, this is one reason why I want to survive being a research lab. So when I say something, I have a hypothesis, I can go and test it.
You can go and test it.
So, and that's exactly what I want to do. But I do have my own life, our now 5-month-old son life, Andre's life, who we helped, who also had a RNA virus, which is influenza, a couple of months ago, which is also RNA virus, and the way it gains entry into the cell is a acid dependent protein as well, and we disrupted it with alkalinity.
Exactly. For us, that's our
that was our like ding
test,
ding ding.
Our
right.
test. We were able to test it on ourselves, on our children. It's a case study. That was our own personal case study within our home, and we saw how we came from, God is having the flu symptoms and. For 2 to 3 days, and then she wiped that out. It was 2 days. It was 24 hours for you,
and it was 2 days for
2 days for the baby. Literally wiped the slate clean because I was sitting there blending up green drink, spirulina, lime drink, raising the alkalinity in the body to fight off
make it a hostile environment for the virus. And so the thing about RNA as well, when it's replicating, it sometimes make mistakes. So it becomes weaker, right? It can mutate or it can become weaker as well. So the coronavirus, it is aggressive and it's very serious, especially because, it's not much known about it. We're still in the early stages. However, when we look at China, which, started the outbreak in December and we're now in March, they're reporting that the outbreaks are decreasing. So we know it might not have that long of a lifespan. But it is killing people fast. And it's most likely the elderly. People, 94% of the cases from China was people 20 and above. Very minimum amount of cases for people, toddlers, teens, and preschool age children. Not a lot of data. I believe that is because as well, China shut down fast. Within 30 days, all of China was shut down. They were shut down, so it was less risk of passing it on.
Is it safe to say that the people who were infected, their immune system were compromised in some way, form, or fashion?
What we found, what they have reported is that, remember I was saying that ACE2 receptor is how the coronavirus gains entry into the cell. It's found that Asian people or Chinese people have more ACE2 receptors in their lungs. Okay. So it was a deadlier virus for them.
And that is tells us that every nationality has something different. So I'm not going to say genetic makeup is different. I'm not saying you're better or you're not better. It's just everybody has different things. Every nationality changes. So that is something we also have to be mindful of, because I went out, went to Walmart, went and got a few things and whatnot, and you hear the brothers and sisters out there, we black, we ain't gonna even get, I'm not here, we is gonna get it, but we search that Asian people say more
ACE2
ACE2
receptors.
So when we start, it makes that get it, or we ain't getting over because
why
you understand? So understand that.
And you know, but the thing about it as well, a lot of black people have high blood pressure, diabetes.
Immune system
is compromised. But
correct.
as well, people with high blood pressure, diabetes, as well as pulmonary issues, heart problems, their lungs is expressing the ACE2 more.
Okay, gotcha.
So they have an influx, if you will, of ACE2 receptors in their lungs as well. So they're more susceptible to becoming diagnosed. So we know a lot of black people with high blood pressure, diabetes.
Correct.
So it's not the fact that you are black that makes you immune. It's the fact that knowing your body is really what making you immune.
They definitely haven't talked about who's being infected. They haven't really, I haven't seen any information on nationality other than we know that China has it. But other than that, like
they're showing like you know, there are 30 cases in Broward. They're not releasing the people.
Who the people are, what nationality are, nothing. Like we just literally watched the news.
But if you, when you read the case studies, no, they don't have it either. They don't have.
That's a little, you know, strange that they're not releasing that.
Raising the eyebrow, right?
You know, but
you gotta go look for it.
You just gotta,
But we did see they do male versus female. There was no significant difference between male and female who contracts the virus. That was pretty much it. Okay. It was a lot of information on really understanding just how the body works and the viruses. And then when you understand it, it releases a lot of that paranoia and that fear
stress.
And that stress. Like, oh my God, like we be stressed out.
You know what? I'm not even stressed because we've I guess been like semi-quarantining ourselves for past 2 weeks.
Probably 3 weeks.
Going on 3 weeks now. So we're not really worried about it or stressed about it. My thing is now the government is starting to implement these rules and regulations on us, you know, and okay, cool, it's for quote unquote for the safety and this, that, and the third, but it's like I heard somebody else say, it's like y'all dropped the ball, y'all behind the game. Like if y'all was gonna really start this to stop it from spreading, y'all knew about it months
and that's
now.
The thing. When the Chinese CDC, I believe it was the CDC, they were saying that it wasn't that serious at first. But they also didn't have a lot of information on it, so they say. They have a way of testing it.
But so then all this stuff on the news come out, they talk about indicting people, the person who created it. I know,
I didn't even, like my science research didn't even stretch to that, but I already knew that was something.
That was like,
I tried to stay away from the hoopla because that ain't gonna help me. I don't care who created it, that ain't gonna help me.
But that's the
part of the storyline.
Yeah, you know, the propaganda they gotta put out there to throw it off or keep us in just like in a dumb state, I would say. But yeah, we blowed that over and then we just kept pushing
the research. And it was so funny how everything just kept unfolding. I kind of felt like I was guided through the research because I was telling you earlier, I wanted to release it yesterday. It was getting closer to the time. I knew I wasn't done, but I could have pushed it and did it.
What you released? Although you just said released it. We ain't even talking about what we released yet.
Oh yeah, we do got the immunity health pack.
Oh y'all, we got the immunity health pack. We got that Rona pack for you, y'all.
Yeah, we got the immunity health pack. It is available on my Instagram. I am Survivor Vegan, and no, it's not on my Instagram. You have to text.
Text 319.
Text the word Detox Gang, no spaces.
Snap.
Text the word Detox Gang, no spaces, to the number 31996. Detox Gang, no spaces. 31996. And I do have it up. Plan on putting it on my Instagram. After all of the herbs are sold out, then we'll put it on Instagram. You could just buy the manual. Probably,
the manual will be up for sale probably the next couple of days. So
the coronavirus pack, the immunity health pack, could be used for any virus. There's hundreds of viruses that cause the common cold. It can be used for the flu season. It can be used for coronavirus as well, prevention. In there we have 3 meal plans, 1 for children, 1 for adults, 1 for breastfeeding women, 3 shopping lists. We got the emergency crisis shopping list. I give a brief explanation of different remedies and how to perform them. You have the eating schedule, and then you have some great research on the coronavirus. And
how long is the manual stretch out to?
Oh, the actual meal plan is 12 days. So it's a 12-day preventive measured meal plan.
Okay.
You don't only have to eat what's on the meal plan, but those are the key points and times that you should consume some of those remedies.
Okay. And is it only for preventing? Is it something in there that's for people that actually have it?
Yeah, so obviously each virus is different, but I do have some recipes in the actual remedies guide that say take this every hour once infected.
So it will be the antiviral type of
well, this is just the manual. So we also are doing the Surviving Vegan Detox box that goes with the Immunity Health Pack.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
in that health pack, you can take the immunity booster shot, you can do the antiviral pill, you can do the super greens, but there is only a limit of 300 of those available.
Okay, gotcha.
So after those are sold out, you'll only be able to get the Immunity Health Pack digital plan.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that. We ain't got to be scared, y'all. Don't be scared.
No scared, man.
Don't be
We ain't
scared.
scared. To all the brothers out there, stay tall, stay strong, secure the house. You know, if they gonna lock us down, you know, just stay locked down. We all right. But
I'm sorry, I was reading the text message.
we
Okay,
podcasting.
Yeah, you're right. We're podcasting. Listen, family, I love you all. I truly do. I thank everyone that consistently supports Surviving Vegan. And, you know, we are people that are healing as well. We don't have it all together. We're going to be talking about that more on the podcast. Follow us on Instagram. I am Surviving Vegan and Surviving Vegan _ Grizzy the King.
Grizzy, baby. It's
on
Grizzy,
YouTube,
baby.
We got Surviving Vegan TV. But we love you all. We're going to do what we need to do with you guys. Just continue to trust and believe in us. We're going to continue to put out good information, unbiased research. We're going on a tour this year, so maybe we'll be coming to a city near you.
Hey, man, we for the blow the spot up. You know, we ain't playing no game. We doing it big this year, man. And it's all thanks to you all.
Thank you so much. We truly appreciate
for
it.
believing in us and continuously sending us the great vibes, the good energy that we need.
Right.
You know, because
it's needed, and we love y'all.
Yeah, we do.
Peace and love, family.
I don't love y'all more than this goddess right here.
You know I love you too.
All right, y'all. Peace and love. Peace and love, y'all. We stay tuned and see y'all soon, man.